why wouldn't he get a real voice director? There's a bunch of them out there, you know. Well, no, that was my thought first. So, but then I didn't think to be honest, I didn't know if I would enjoy it or not. And then I really, really super enjoy it. It's a blast. And, you know, there's not a whole lot of directing to be done with these guys. They kind of just take care of themselves, you know.
I am completely honored to be speaking with you guys. This is amazing. First of all, I absolutely love this. SpongeBob SquarePants presents the Tidal Wave. Amazing. This really pays homage to the Twilight Zone in a really fun way. The question's for all of you. Which was your favorite episode to do?
Robot SpongeBob, you got to do it. And I'm a big Twilight Zone fan, and Rod Serling is from my hometown of Syracuse, New York. So you know, there's 315 straight out of the 315 pride going anytime there's the Twilight Zone is, and it was fun. I got to do my half-baked Rod Serling impression as the narrator. So yeah, that was fun.
I agree with Tom. I thought that robot episode was so chock full of reference, you know, from Zardoz to Star Trek. It was just way too much fun. It was just packed.
I'm assuming you too, Cree?
I third that emotion, man. I mean, that was the one that had me giggling the most. And yeah, that's the one.
It's amazing. Now, Tom, not only do you voice SpongeBob, Gary, and the French narrator, but you also were the voice director for this. Can you share a little bit about your experience for this?
Well, you know, I mean, there's only 2 actors in the cast that are a little bit of a problem. And you're looking at them. Problematic. Problem. No, it was fun. I've been directing the show for a handful of seasons now, you know, and you know, first in the studio and then on Zoom since March of 2020. And yeah, that was something that Steve asked me about that I never really thought about doing. And you know, as always with Steve, you know, his crazy ideas turn out to actually sort of make sense, even though at first blush it's kind of like, why wouldn't he get a real voice director? There's a bunch of them out there, you know. So, well, no, that was my thought first. So but then I didn't think to be honest, I didn't know if I would enjoy it or not. And then I really, really super enjoy it. It's a blast. And you know, there's not a whole lot of directing to be done with these guys. They kind of just take care of themselves, you know.
Well, Clancy and Cree, talk to me about what Tom's directing style adds to SpongeBob?
One thing, I mean, after working beside him for so many years, the only setback is that when I get to work with him, I just want to talk the whole time, like we are the kids in the classroom. But the other thing about it is just that I trust Tom because he knows what he's doing. Sure. And so it's very easy to be directed by someone who's in your shoes most of the time. So it just makes it go real fast and easy. And it's just, there's also nothing better than working with people you would hang out with on purpose.
Real quick, these are hard shows to be on, to act in. I mean, not hard, but they're labor intensive because they're so storyboard driven, you know. So there's a lot of crazy stuff, a lot of high energy, you know, a lot of antic stuff that a lot of the kind of more mellow shows, you know, if you're doing shows for PBS Kids, you don't have to go, you know, cojones to the wall screaming like James Brown for 4 hours. These guys do, you know, and they bring it, you know. I mean, it's such a heightened universe, and I don't mean to step on Clancy's answer, but yeah, these guys work really, really, really hard. They work really hard. It's intense. It's not a mellow gig.
Right. Well, Clancy, I have another question for you because you guys are coming back for your 14th season, and you've been doing this for a long time. This show's been on since 1999, 23 years in. Did you think that the show would become the phenomenon and iconic animation show that it has? Because we've really seen the animation style change, spin-offs, movies. Did you think that that would all happen back in 1999?
No, I was an adult in 1999. And I had no idea what would happen. But when I showed the pilot to my then, I guess, 5-year-old daughter, she couldn't stop watching it. So I had an inkling that it was tickling something in that childlike brain. But, you know, as I said, I was an adult, so I was completely clueless and remain so.
Look, I have a 7-year-old, and look, I've grown up with SpongeBob, and I can share that with my 7-year-old, and I can't tell you enough. You guys are legends. Thank you guys so much for your time. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for talking to us, and best to your kid, who I'm guessing is up those stairs. And
Great.
Guys,
he's
homework.
like, Dad, be quiet down there. I'm trying to watch SpongeBob. Yeah.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
All right. See you, man.
Take care.